In this video, I'll guide you through how to add DNS in Vercel so your custom domain correctly points to your project. We'll walk through the full process from adding your domain in Vercel to copying the required DNS records to updating them with your domain registrar. By the end, your domain should be properly connected and ready to use. Let's start inside your Vercel dashboard. Once you're logged in, navigate to the section where you manage domains. This is usually labeled Domains or found under your project settings in a Domains tab. This is where you'll connect the domain you own to your Vercel project. Next, add your domain. Type in the domain name you've purchased from your registrar, such as example.com, without any extra paths or protocols, just the plain domain. After you submit it, Vercel will automatically detect that this is a new domain and will immediately show you a card with the required DNS records. This is an important screen, so take a moment to review what you see. On this card, Vercel will list one or more records that you need to add at your domain registrar. Usually you'll see either an A record for the root domain, like example.com, or a name record for a subdomain, like www.example.com. The A record points directly to an IP address, while the CNAME points one host name to another. Vercel uses these records so that when someone types your domain into a browser, the request is routed to your Vercel deployment. Carefully copy the record or records that Vercel shows you. If you see an A record, you'll want to note the host, often written as the root symbol or left blank, and the IP address that Vercel provides. If you see a CNAME record, copy the host, such as www, and the target that Vercel gives you. Make sure you copy these exactly as shown, because even a small typo can prevent your domain from working correctly. Now, open a new tab and log into your domain registrar, which is the service where you purchased your domain. Once you're logged in, go to the DNS management area. This may be called DNS settings or DNS management, zone editor, or something similar depending on your provider. In the DNS management section, you're going to add the records you just copied from Vercel. If Vercel gave you an A record, create a new A record with the correct host and paste in the IP address from Vercel. If Vercel gave you a CNAME record, create a new CNAME entry, set the host to something like www if that's what Vercel showed, and paste the target exactly as provided. After adding the records, save your changes in the registrar's dashboard. DNS changes are not always instant, so keep in mind that it can take anywhere from a few minutes to a couple of hours for the updates to fully propagate across the internet. During this time, your domain may not resolve right away, which is normal. You can return to Vercel and, on the domain screen, Vercel will usually check whether the DNS records are correctly configured. Once everything is set up properly and the DNS has propagated, Vercel will mark the domain as configured and your site should be accessible at your custom domain. That's all you need to add DNS in Vercel. Add your domain, copy the required records, and then set them up at your registrar.